James obviously taking on the old club against this week. Is that always exciting for you?
Yeah, of course. I think in general it's pretty easy to get up for your bigger games of the season, and this is definitely in terms of our fixtures is definitely probably one of the biggest. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Obviously been out for a little bit, so happy to be back, and hopefully we can, I think, put on a good performance first, and then I think if you do that, then results kind of take care of itself.
How do you sort of bounce back after conceding 5 goals last week? Obviously defence big focus this week in training. Yeah,
I mean, I think just in general, even the week before that, obviously we won, but I don't think it was it reflected on the whole game. Obviously, the last 10 minutes won us the game, but we have to do better. And like I said, we've trained pretty hard these first 3 days and got a couple more days to go. So definitely a lot to work on, which is kind of I think the story of the season. Always room for improvement and a lot to improve on. So yeah, that's definitely something we need to bounce back from.
What about yourself with the leg? Is that 100%? Are you going to play all, or will you start? What's the plan?
I'm not sure yet. Obviously, I'm back and I've trained every day so far. So I'm feeling good, but ultimately that's up to the coach. But yeah, I'll definitely be available.
Do you think you can get through 90 minutes?
I'm feeling good, so I don't know if 90 minutes is the smartest thing for me to play, but yeah, definitely obviously want to get quite a few minutes.
In your absence, there was talk about a possibility of leaving the club again after only just coming back home.
Yeah.
I mean, was that any realistic possibility, or is it still?
I think every transfer window that pops up, my name gets chucked out there. There was definitely some interest, but ultimately I'm happy here, and I've still got another year left on my contract. So I was just honestly concentrating on obviously playing my football. I was injured at the time anyway, so obviously disappointed with being out and not helping the team out. So yeah, it just wasn't really a concern or anything that was going to happen at that time.
Coach made a big thing in the last before last week's game, saying how the players had become involved in how they wanted to defend. Obviously, that was a problem last week. What's missing?
I think generally you need to take different perspectives from everyone, really. Obviously, it hasn't been working, or it didn't work. Conceding 5 goals is not good in any game you play for. It doesn't matter and what team you're playing against either. I don't think it was more so that Western Sydney were amazing. I think we were very poor. So that's something we need to change, and we need to change really quickly, obviously. I mean, I've said it all along. People were getting a little bit carried away when we were winning. Start of the season, I think we won 5 in a row. But it's very quick to see how things change. I think we only was on 1 out of 5. So I think consistency is key, and that's the most important thing, especially now with, I think it's 8 or 9 games to go. We kind of need to rectify those things as soon as possible if we want to have a chance in obviously continuing to finish in a good position, which we can do very easily. But it's easier said than done, so we need to kind of rectify those issues we're having, and it's all over the pitch, not just defensively, because it's all over the pitch. It's structure, it's mentality, it's a bit of everything.
Are you hoping to bring some of that organisational leadership to get the players in the right positions with your experience? Yeah,
I guess so. Obviously, that's kind of what I'm here to do, and help the boys out as much as I can. And but I'm only a piece of the puzzle. So obviously, I play my part, and everyone else has to play their part. And obviously, like you said, if there's kind of links in that chain, it doesn't work out. So yeah, I'm definitely obviously here for a reason, and I've played some good football. And like I said, it's very frustrating when you're out and watching from upstairs, and obviously not being able to help the boys out. But yeah, obviously want to do my part and do the best I can.
Coming back from a leg injury, is there any concern at all over the hardness of marble surface?
Yeah, it is. It is obviously not the best surface. I think that's, well known throughout Australia. So I think just management. Obviously, I have to be managed. I have to manage myself as well. Like I said, I still don't know what's happening in terms of, am I going to play? Am I going to start? Am I going to play 90 minutes or 50 minutes or whatnot? So I think like that Western United game when I came back, obviously I started, played well, but I think it wasn't right for me to play 90 minutes. So I think we'll just take it as it comes. I mean, I'm kind of old enough now and to know my body, and if it's getting a little bit sore or something's not right, then to put my hand up.